Alright, so Noah and the Great Flood. Another one of those fairy tale stories in the Bible that I just can't get past. Alright, so let me get this right. At first, God was pleased with the creation after He created it. If you remember in Genesis, created the entire universe in 6 days. On the seventh day, He rested, looked back, He was pleased, all that stuff, right? Well, because of man's sin and evil, He looks upon the world and regrets what He created. First of all, I don't see how it's possible He regretted making anything when He knew full and well what He was making. To say that an almighty deity regretted anything kind of suggests that He made a mistake, committed an error. Aside from that, I don't think an almighty deity that the Bible would have us believe exists. I think that they're incapable of making an error. But if God knew beforehand what was going to happen, how could He possibly regret? So, everybody except for this guy Noah and his family are in trouble. So He says, Noah, build this big fucking boat. And I'm gonna go ahead and flood the world and destroy everybody for the behavior that I created, for the human nature that I created. I'm gonna punish everybody except for you. I want you to gather 2 of every species of animal and put them in this fucking boat. For 40 days and 40 nights, you guys are gonna survive. Alright, so today there's like, close to 60,000 different species of animal, vertebrate animal that is, and over 1 million different species of insect. That's today. I don't know what the number was back then, but I'm sure it was a little bit more due to extinctions and whatnot. It's less today. That's a pretty big fucking boat, man. I mean, really, how the hell was something like that able to float? I don't know. So, back to the destroying man for his nature, for who he was. I don't see the justice in that, man. It's almost as bad as in the book of Adam and Eve, where we all get punished for the sins of 2. In this case, everybody dies because you got a few bad apples. Even if it's more than a few, I mean, God being almighty and all-powerful, shouldn't He just kind of pick out those who are doing the bad shit instead of killing everybody? And only 2 animals. I mean, what the fuck do the animals have to do with it? You know what I mean? What about, I don't know, let's say you got 10,000 zebras. Only 2 zebras, a male and a female. What about the other poor little zebras, man? Seems a little unfair. These are God's creations here. He should care for them just as much as He cared for Jesus, cared for Mary, cared for whoever else He cared for, according to the Bible. I just see so many fables, man. I mean, if you can't buy into Santa Claus, you can't buy into Jack and the Beanstalk, you can't buy into Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs, but you can buy into these bullshit stories that are just so unpractical, unrealistic, completely defy all the laws of physics, genealogy, history, paleontology. I mean, every law of science that we know and that we stand by. All of our knowledge, all of our human knowledge, completely defies it all. I mean, I don't know. You got to really, honestly, turn a blind eye. Just thinking again.